Jordan Burroughs has won more international gold medals than any other wrestler in American history. Today we're going to be looking at a session that he performed 2 weeks out from the Team USA Trials for Worlds in 2019. To give you some context, at the beginning of this video they indicate that this session was performed in the AM with wrestling performed in the PM. Let's break down this workout block by block. Firstly, I think the jump superset contrasting between loaded and unloaded jumps was good. It was appropriately loaded and dosed, good intent because he was fresh, and he was producing power in those deep ranges that we'd expect to see in a shot, and of course he's very well known for his blast double. Next up is sled drag lunges. Is this loaded enough to really be developing strength? No. Is he moving explosively enough to develop power? Also no. Machine rows. That's fine, but he's 2 weeks out and he's cutting weight, which means that calories and glycogen are low. Higher rep work is forcing him to draw on glycogen that isn't really there right now. Personally, I would cut the reps and bump the load. The Quadzilla complex makes zero sense to me. There's not enough load to build strength, and he's too fatigued by the time the jumps come around to build power, and he already did jumps. Rep ranges aren't included for the chin-ups, but I would offer the same suggestion as the machine rows. Less reps, more load. And to be honest, I wouldn't even include the rows. This close to a major qualifying tournament, one big pulling exercise is more than enough to maintain strength and muscle mass. The rope stuff. Why? You're literally about to go wrestle for 90 minutes to 2 hours in the afternoon, so why fry your shoulders in the morning? If you have to do it and you don't, do it after wrestling. Med pull slams. If you're programming fives, it's presumably because you're trying to develop power, but you're doing it after multiple sets of chins and rows and flogging your shoulders. It just doesn't make sense. As for the footwork, if you're going to wrestle, wrestle. If you're going to train power, stop the footwork and focus on cranking out the reps and watch your power output go up. The final block with the curls and the slide lunges, the idea that they're building strength for hand fighting and maintaining stance is just a non-starter. He's a 5-time world champion and a 1-time Olympic champion. Is it likely that he needs to address these skills? No. If he did, it's almost certainly a technical or a tactical issue and not a physical one, so just ignore the skill and focus on lifting. However, for me, the biggest sin of this video is what comes later, namely intense wrestling. The session they describe is one of high intensity positional rounds and live sparring, so why not work on your shot, your hand fighting, and your stance in this session? Why not push the reps and the fatigue in this session? Use the load and opportunity to rest in the weight room to train the stuff that can't be hit in the wrestling room. Namely, high quality speed, strength, and power with low reps and full rest periods. Not only will he enter that wrestling room fresher, he'll leave more in the tank for the stuff that really matters, the sport. Jordan Burroughs might like and believe in these kinds of sessions, and he's certainly been successful enough to earn the right to direct his training. So maybe he is, maybe his coaches are. Either way, I think this is another case of in spite of rather than because of. C+.